What's going on, everybody? This is John coming back at you, and yes, I know it's been about 12 weeks since we've last met. You know, it's a little ironic because just the other day my wife was telling me, you know, John, you really haven't done any videos for a while, and I said I need for something to move me in order to come back before I did anything. Well, sure enough, I got something that happened right across the Twitter feed this morning. For those who may not know, Pat Garafalo, representative from the state of Minnesota, last night came up with a very interesting tweet stating about his feelings regarding the NBA. Take a look. Now, a couple of things here. First and foremost, now, do I agree that, you know, you could dissolve 70% of the teams in the NBA? Sure, absolutely. I mean, sorry, no offense to, you know, people in Sacramento or even Minnesota, Milwaukee, and I'll even say, you know, my home in Atlanta. You can get rid of those teams tomorrow, no one will care. Matter of fact, if God would allow me to be NBA commissioner, first thing I would do is eliminate about 15 teams. But be that as it may, here's the real point. Here's the real problem. First, I studied a little more about this representative, and this is a man who once called teachers unions a hate group. And also, did he not remember about what happened to the NFL's Minnesota Vikings back in 2010-2011 with the infamous boat cruise? He needs to go ask Fred Smoot about that. But my question is this: would he have said the same thing if it was about NHL? Would he have said the same thing about Major League Baseball or about MLS and soccer? No. You see, you have to wonder about an individual who would make this kind of statement knowing the NBA is 80% black. Does he also govern his policies with that same mindset? I mean, this is someone who is an elected official who is in office to prevent street crime, not encourage it. But it did remind me of something. It reminded me of the quote that John Thompson once had about Allen Iverson. He said he wasn't concerned about the 2 hours he was on the court. It was the 22 hours off the court. Now, that's a legitimate concern. But he didn't go out and say, well, he'd be worried this man would go out and be a criminal. What this representative said was that there would be an increase in crime. Now, with racist, I entirely leave that up to you. Be that as it may, you have to really wonder about an individual who knows he has a public forum would speak out in this regard, would speak with such vitriol towards the NBA in general, but everyone knows about the NBA and, you know, all the issues to talk about with race and the tattoos and thugs, but I don't see anybody, first of all, calling that about Chris Anderson, but that's another story for another day. Whether you're black, whether you're white, Hispanic, doesn't matter. I encourage you all, continue speaking out against this time of language. Because these are the people we vote into office. We vote them into office to change policies to make it better for our schools, our children, our families. Not to go and talk about sports and how it relates to street crime. I encourage you all this. Be careful with your words. Be careful in any form of social media. Because everyone is watching. What will you say? I'm out.